basically a continuation from our last webinar last month. So the first part of the webinar, we talked about some of the red flags that we need to take note of whenever we want to invest in banks. So firstly, the banks need to have a diversified portfolio, and then the non-performing assets to total loans should be less than 2%. Last but not least is the net charge-off rates, less than 2%. If you do not understand what these three terms mean, go back to the previous webinar where we actually explain in details. So in this month, we are going to talk about how to identify banks that are profitable.
Okay, so before that, let me just make sure that I am sharing the right screen. Okay, so by the way, why are we talking about banks? Is this the best investments to go for right now? What do you all think?
Sean, can I just say something?
Yes.
So I think we should start out with an old joke.
Okay. It's always good to start with a joke. Okay.
Yeah. A very famous bank robber named Willie Sutton, and he was asked, "Why do you rob banks?" And the answer was, "Because that's where the money is."
Okay, you guys are supposed to laugh. Okay, can you please laugh? So, Mary, your joke is a bit deep for us on a Saturday morning, but it's okay, we are warming up. So that's where all the money is. Hey, by the way, where do you guys put your money?
Banks.
How many of you got money in banks? Can I see raise your hand? Some of you are still hiding it under the pillow. Anyway, correct. This is where all the money are, and let's go and find some profitable banks today, shall we?
Yeah.
Okay, great. So yes, today we're going to talk about profitable banks, and this is the big news right now. Fed cuts interest rate. So what thoughts do you guys have on this? Oops.
Yes. Okay, in my opinion, probably it's because the US is not, the Fed is thinking that the economy is not doing very well, so that's why they want to cut the interest rate to make borrowing much easier, so that to boost up the economy further. What do you think, Mary?
Well, I think that the general economy is just inching up. It's moving very slowly. So but inflation remains slow. Can you hear me?
Yes, can hear you clearly.
Inflation is remaining slow. However, really, people are ending. We've come a long way since the 2008 financial meltdown. Right now, banks are better capitalized, and their liquidity is higher than before 2008. Banks still remain under greater scrutiny and regulatory burdens than they ever did before 2008. They've also paid major fines, as you both know, like Wells Fargo did, since they created problems. But memories fade with time as a new generation of people enter banking, and the banking leadership is changing, which is one of the reasons why banks are looking so good as investments, because and this is why Warren Buffett is investing in banks so heavily, is really the leadership and the financial, who's running the bank, the people who are running the bank are doing such a great time. So customers are in a better financial place. Right now, the percentage of homeowners underwater has fallen from 31% in 2012 to about 10% today. And foreclosures are at an 11-year low. So the median income is above 2007 high. Foreclosures are down from 600,000 in 2009 to 100,000 in 2017. That's 500,000 less foreclosures in those years. So the rates, the FHA foreclosure rates are 25% of the historical average. It's very low, it's 1.05%.
Okay, just to interact a bit, because foreclosure is not so common in Singapore. Foreclosure, meaning to say, for most of us, when we actually buy a house, we borrow money to buy a house, right? You understand the meaning of foreclosure? Anyone understand what's foreclosure? Can I see raise your hand? Anyone has been foreclosed before? Don't raise your hand, okay? We don't know. Okay, foreclosed means that you can't really pay for your house loan anymore and they actually take ownership of your home because your title deed is with the bank. And because right now, the key idea is basically economy is improving and banks will be one of the best place to invest in. By the way, how many of you are really stock investors? Can I see a raise of hand? Oh, okay, some of you are not. By the way, this is a bonus segment. It's a pre-event segment where we get married to talk about some interesting investments. So, is it a bit too early for this? Is it? Are you interested to learn? Say yes, okay?